We're back here at AIME Fuse, live in Las Vegas from the Bellagio, and I've got two new friends. Mike's kind of been a friend for a while, but I recently met Matt. Very excited to be hanging out with Matt. And guys, big show, lots of great stuff going on. And I'm excited to talk about Nexa. This is the first time I've had you guys on the show, and Nexa is doing some really cool things when it comes to the mortgage industry. You guys are the fastest growing broker in the country right now. That's pretty cool. So before we get all into that, though, let's talk about you guys a little bit. Anybody who doesn't know about Nexa, give them a little background. Mike, you're the CEO and founder. Matt, you're the co-founder. How'd this even come to be? Because this is kind of an idea that's like, whoa, this is different. And now you guys are making waves. So how did the whole idea for Nexa come to be?
So it was, I don't know, I got to kind of say it was Matt's idea maybe, right? But we were retail doing our thing, and I'd been a broker years ago.
Yeah.
Matt was recently in the business, actually.
I was.
Right?
I was about a year and a half.
Working with me was his first job in the business. But
Really?
He was killing it.
Yeah.
Doing a great job, relentless hours. And we were at retail, doing a good job. But Matt kept hearing about this broker thing. And,
It's like Novocaine. I put it in light and slow and just kept working it.
Just kept working little by little, little by little.
And at first I was, I was your standard retail guy at the time. No, brokers lose control. That ship's been sold. I did it before. Blah blah blah. Right.
That's hilarious.
And slowly but surely. But you know what? He got me around to thinking about it more and more. And then I realized that we can double our business overnight and not worry about the margin difference that we were getting on the retail side to run the branch. And finally, he convinced us it was time. Kind of fell in our lap a little bit.
It did.
Kind of got fired, right?
Well,
Nice. Well,
right.
somebody did. Somebody got fired.
So to some degree, right?
Yeah.
So kind of got fired, and then it was thrown right into it. So let's just go for it.
Yeah.
Right. And it worked out like amazing.
Nice.
It was just, and we realized early on how powerful it was, how powerful the brokering community was. And then for us, it was a matter of, okay, how can we tell all of our retail friends about this?
Sure.
Right?
Word of
And
mouth. Yeah, it was huge.
we knew retail really well. And so it allowed us to have that perspective of what retail guys are really looking for. And so we put a platform together that basically allows retail guys to feel really comfortable moving into the broker platform and getting that support that they need. And in the last 12 months since last AIME Fuse.
And we both kind of had this goal. We didn't want to go into it. We didn't want to tiptoe into it. We wanted to create the largest broker and try to create the largest broker in the country. We had big goals.
Yeah.
And that's what you're doing. I mean, you guys are creating waves right now.
We're trying. And it's every day. It's like Matt Ishbia says, you got to win every day.
Absolutely.
So every day we go out there and we try to find small wins that we can keep building into bigger ones. And it's been awesome. It's been a great ride.
Matt said too, never relax. And you guys are always on, like right now, just always on.
100%.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So now talking about, like I said, you guys are absolutely growing like crazy. Clearly, like you said, it's just kind of by referral. I mean, you guys are doing some great marketing as well.
Right.
But what is it that is drawing so many LOs to you guys right now?
I think a lot has to do with culture. I mean, we talk about this a lot. A lot of our guys are out there and they're building the brand and they're reinforcing the brand of Nexa. They've all bought in.
Well, we have some really big brand ambassadors.
We do.
Yeah,
we do.
absolutely.
Right? That they believe in it. They love it. They'll defend it. And then they'll scream from the mountaintops about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I think that goes a long way. They bleed Nexa Blue is what we call it. So.
Oh, I like that. Nexa Blue, huh? That's good. So, I mean, let's be honest too. You guys have a different model, which is kind of interesting. A lot of people are hearing about this model saying, oh, wait a minute, this is new. This is different.
Yeah.
So talk about the model a little bit, because I know a lot of people, when I heard about it, it turned my head. Like I was like, wait, what? Like they're doing this? It's almost, I mean, it's like an EXP. A lot of people are familiar. A lot of our people who watch the show in real estate are a lot of EXP clients.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like an EXP model.
It's very much like an EXP model, very similar, right? Where we empower the loan officers. Look, it's one thing to have a bunch of loan officers and then say, hey, will you guys do us a favor and go tell somebody about it? As a loan officer working for a previous company, I mean, yeah, sure, hey guys, work for a good company.
Sure.
And that's about where it stops.
Ends. Done.
And we're all human beings. We're all, looking for a little bit of self-gratification. But when we empowered them by compensating them on a permanent level to do it, to help us with that network marketing type environment. It's really when they didn't just do it once, they did it twice. They did it. They'll do it tomorrow. They'll do it next week, and they'll do it next month, and they'll constantly do it. Of course, you got to prepare that platform for them first, so they have something to really believe in.
Sure.
But then once they come into the platform and they see it, and they're like, "This." The biggest thing we get when somebody comes on is, "God, this sounds too good to be true."
Oh, that's all we got.
That's what they always say.
Well, kind of, it sounds like it when you first are like, "Wow, this sounds almost too good to be true."
Yeah. So we tell them, "See, listen," and that's what everybody says, and that's fine. So when you come on and you realize it isn't too good to be true, and 2 months from now, when you're like, "Wow, this is great," now we want you to yell from the top of the mountains and scream about it, and that's what's happened.
But it's not just that. I mean, Matt, you kind of mentioned it. It's the culture. It's really in. And last night you were talking about this on stage, Mike, like you're really helping LOs get educated too, and like training them, making sure, and you even went to the extent talking about last night, even if you're not with us, like you can call in if you need help with something, like you guys have this, I can't remember exactly what you call it, but
so we have a support center, right?
Yeah, support center.
So from 6 a.m. Arizona time until 5 p.m. Arizona times, because we got to help support our guys on the East Coast. So it's open by 9 a.m. their time. Business hours, anywhere we have a loan officer, they can log in, get face-to-face. Matt and I are on the support center all day. So we're not two owners that are sitting at the top of our perches and cannot be reached, right?
Wow.
We're accountable to everybody. We're always in there. And everybody in the company has our cell phones.
Right. And we emphasize being independent. But when you're independent, you're out there in the field. Maybe you're going to an open house with a realtor, and you're getting asked for a scenario question. You might not have the right answer, but you can log into support, get Mike, myself, somebody in LO support. We can educate you. So when you go out to that open house presentation, you're that much better at what you're doing. And, we pride ourselves on being available to all of our LOs.
Does that ever cause a problem, though? Like always being available for them?
Not when you're relentless, I guess. Right?
There you
So I guess
I love that, Matt.
Right?
Depends on who you ask, right?
Sure.
People say, okay, so, and we see it on stage yesterday with a few good guys that spoke here that says, look, you got to have balance, right?
Yeah,
you got to be able to spend time with family. And I get it. I'm a little bit more of Matt Ishbia's presence in this, though.
Sure.
I'm early in the morning. I'll grind out throughout the day. And people say, well, I don't, like Matt said on stage today, I don't have friends. The only friends that I have is the guys that I work with, right?
Right next to you, right?
The male husband, the husbands to my wife's friends.
Yeah.
That's what I get.
I
don't do a lot of time. And I don't spend huge amounts of time. Even people say, you spend more time with your kids. Where's your balance? And I says, you know what? I got really good balance, by the way. I got phenomenal balance. You should see the balance in my kids' college fund.
Yeah.
It's great balance.
You say good balance there. A lot of good balance there.
And that's how we grind it out.
Yeah.
Our family's got to give a little give and take, and we talk to them about
it. Of course.
We talk to the kids about it, and they get it. So my 13-year-old, though, he's like, Dad,
always
how many
makes
loan officers you got today?
Right.
That is,
He's like,
see?
go for it, Dad.
He's bought in. He just understands what you're growing. That's awesome.
We're going to get him to make some calls for us.
I'm telling you, he wants to recruit.
There you
He's
go.
already said, Dad, what can I do? I'm like, you can actually do some things, by the way.
That's awesome. Awesome. So a lot of the conversation right now, I mean, the industry's hot. A lot of people are doing really well right now. So, but something that you guys talked about, and Mike, you kind of alluded to this last night, is we do go through these LO roller coasters. We go up these ups and downs. We're definitely in an up right now. What do you guys do at Nexa to really help those LOs so they don't have those downs as much?
You talking volume?
Yeah.
Production? So Nexa University is probably the biggest thing.
Oh, very cool. Let's talk about that a little bit then.
Yeah.
So what's Nexa University?
We put all of our content on our drive, on our system, make it readily available. We're constantly adding content. We've got our media guy with us here today too.
I see you can't see him over here, guys. If you can't see him, he's over here taking pictures right here. So
Joey, good job.
Hi, baby Joey.
So we're constantly putting our content out there, our media. We're putting trainings out there. We're getting our investor relationships, our partners out. We're constantly building the brand, and we're constantly training and helping with just seminars, like how to go out and sell to a realtor, how to go out and sell to clients. So we're constantly getting that out there. I think that's been huge for us.
Yeah, inside of our support center, we do multiple classes a week.
Nice.
Where anybody in the company can log in live, and they talk about, like, when we were doing our big production, exactly how we did it. Other producers will come on and talk about how they did their production, how they currently do it, right? Those types of things to help them and encourage them. And then we do Matt and I both do one-on-one mentoring as well with our loan officers, and they'll either, if they're out of the state, They'll log in and meet with us one-on-one. We'll just talk about their models and their goals. And
Wow.
some of them are local, and they'll come into the office and they'll sit down with us.
With how fast you guys are growing, is that do you think you'll be able to still do that? That's going to have you.
It's becoming more challenging,
Sure.
right?
So we're looking more in groups now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Pod coaching.
You have to. You have to scale. So.
Yeah.
Very cool. So again, with you guys' growth, I think it's so very cool. One thing I want to ask is when it comes to the brand of the LO, I mean, Nexa is everywhere. You guys are, preaching, like you said, you have a lot of these brand ambassadors. These brand ambassadors, are you having them preach Nexa, or are you really helping them focus on their personal brand and grow that brand?
So we have a lot of people come on board. So can I do a DBA, right?
Sure.
And we say, you know what? Yeah, but you got to have $5 million a month, because there's a lot that goes into setting up a DBA.
Sure.
Okay. So we'll take the time and do it all for you if you got $5 million a month. Not one person that's at that $5 million mark, though, and there are quite a few, has actually come and said, okay, let's do it, because they love the Nexa brand that we have. They love what it stands for now.
Nice.
And so we haven't had them asked to do it. Now we have people that will do their team names and stuff.
Sure, of course.
And all that good stuff. And we encourage that. I believe that loan officers, it has to be about them.
It's a relationship.
It can't be
Absolutely.
about Nexa.
Nexa.
Now, it should be known that you got a great support behind you in this great organization.
Right.
But no, when we talk to loan officers about we do our mentoring with them, we tell them, Nexa's not going to be the one that's there for you to answer the phone call. That has to be you. You have to have the dedication, and that's how they're going to think about you, right? So it is a lot about the LO.
That's awesome.
It needs to be about the LO.
Right, we
Absolutely.
encourage them to grow their business. It's about them. We're behind you. We'll give you the support. We'll give you the technology, the processes and stuff, but it's really about them.
That's
100%.
awesome. Guys, you're doing some really great things. It's really impressive. We appreciate you guys taking a few minutes this afternoon and sitting down with us because, again, like you mentioned, you're one of the fastest, you are the fastest growing broker in the entire nation right now.
It's crazy to hear.
Hey, should we put our new announcement out right here with
Go ahead, let's hear it.
right here with Shred Media?
You can do the 1K by May?
Yeah, 1K in May, baby.
1K in May. Go for 1,000. I'm assuming 1,000 loan officers by May.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a goal, gentlemen.
We got to come back in May and talk
I say,
then, right?
challenge accepted. I want to hear in May how we're actually.
Let's get to it.
I say,
maybe we get an update along the way.
I say, well, let's do an update along the way. May's a ways away, so we'll get an update. So you guys, you heard it here first on Shred. 1K by May. So I think it's a great challenge. I think you guys clearly, with what you've already achieved, I think you guys are well on your way to that. So, and if anybody is hearing this and they're like, wow, Nexa, I connect with these guys. They sound like they're right up my alley. How do they get in touch with you?
Oh, just go to nexamortgage.com.
Exactly.
Nexamortgage.com.
That's the way to do it.
Sweet.
Nexamortgage.com.
There's a whole little section on there if you're a loan officer on information about the company and whatnot.
Awesome.
And by the way,
click on live video support and you can get me or Mike.
You can talk to any one of us right now.
The link.
There you go.
Every one of us. So.
Guys, that's awesome. Well, we appreciate you guys sitting down. Awesome getting to know you guys. Next, you guys got to keep an eye on them because they're doing some huge things. A lot more to come. 1K by May. Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for being here.
Brother. Thank you.
Guys, as you can clearly see, Nexa, they're showing up. They're hustling, repeating every day. Are you? Go do it. See you, everybody.